What's up guys, this is Justin aka JRskatr filling in for FP Sticks. Still recovering from that jaw surgery, so I hope you recover soon, Taylor, and thank you for letting me come on your channel to showcase one of my sets in the Elemental Cup. Now this cup, for those of you who haven't tried it yet, it is very rock, paper, scissory, so there is that kind of annoying part to it, but it is fun if you want to try out some new Pokemon and different other Pokemon. And speaking of different other Pokemon, I'm going to be running PANSEAR in this set. It's a fire type that's regional to Europe, but it's honestly not that great of a Pokemon. It's very squishy, doesn't output a whole lot of damage, but it still is fun to use. And so we're gonna look at a set where a 5 where I use that. I did go 0-5 in my first set because I didn't have a counter to Ducklet. So if you are gonna participate in this cup, you do need a check for Ducklet because it is just very, very strong. You need some answer to it. Chinchou being probably one of the best answers to it in the cup. So let's just jump right into it and see how it goes. Now I run into a Snover. Obviously this is like a great lead, double weak to fire. They switch to Ducklet and I kind of panic and switch to the wrong Pokemon. Chinchou would have been much more easy to farm, but Razor Leaf does a lot of damage, so it's obviously not bad. And they throw Brave Bird, which definitely makes it easier for us to farm them down. We will shield though because we want to keep switch advantage. And now we can come back in with our fire type. This is pretty straightforward. Again, rock, paper, scissors. If you get your fire on their grass, you're good. Especially if it's an ice type as well. So anyways, they come in with Chinchou and we're going to... Now this I probably should have thrown Crunch because it's less energy. But again, at the time, I wasn't very experienced with this team, and so I wasn't really paying attention. But you are going to see in one battle that I do purposely throw Flame Charge, even though I know it's resisted. You'll see why in that battle. So let's just focus on this one right now. Thunderbolt does you see there, around 70% damage. It's neutral because it's water is weak to it, even though electric resists it. But yeah, it does a lot of damage. And we're gonna just barely have enough time to get off the Crunch, and this should knock it out, and we will take game 1. So very happy so far with that because I went 0-5 in the first set. I didn't have an answer to Ducklet and I paid the price. So this set we have an answer for it, and you're gonna see a lot of opponents will be running it as well. And I'm gonna switch here to Badoo and try to chunk it down before they come in with Ducklet. But again, Ducklet also gets chunked down like crazy from the Razor Leafs. I probably could have double shielded here and took switch advantage, but I figured I just want to farm it down. So I'm gonna keep my shields and I farm it down perfectly without having to take a charge move. So that worked out very well. Ducklet is double weak to electric, being water and flying. Now this one is a guessing game. It's either gonna be Bubble Beam most times or Thunderbolt. That's usually the common moveset that they run. And you hate to get shield baited with Bubble Beam. It really, really sucks. It can flip a lot of matches. But luckily we shield there and they have another water type in the back, so they just concede and we take game 2. So moving along. You're seeing I'm getting paired up with a lot of Ace Trainer. That's because I did tank quite a bit in the last few days. So yeah, I did hit Veteran 2 weeks ago, I feel like it seems. And I think that's actually right. And then I just been struggling ever since then. But we're gonna keep trying. We still got time. Another Snover, so this is good. I'm just gonna let it farm me down. I'll throw an energy ball. Hopefully I can get a shield. And again, I didn't double move this. I didn't want to spend a lot of Stardust just because I don't really care too much about this cup enough to spend a whole lot of Stardust. So I'm probably gonna keep running single move on some of my Pokemon that I don't already have double move from before. Unless I can get a bunch of Stardust from rewards. Maybe if I get a 5-0, maybe I'll spend some Stardust on a double move, but I don't know. Still thinking about it. Anyways, we have a Thunderbolt and they just let it go because they figured they're not going to win that match. So they let that one go and we are undefeated so far going into game 4. And we are paired up against Archdeacon. And we lose the lead again. Not a good lead for us. I'm going to switch into the Razor Leaf, try to chunk it down. They have Vulpix. Now Vulpix, I forget what the name of the quick move is. Either Quick Attack, Tackle, Takedown, one of those 3. But it does charge up energy a little bit quicker. So some people do prefer that, and then they can just kind of spam Body Slams or Weather Balls. But other people prefer the Ember because it does more DPS. And so it kind of just depends on your team composition and what you like, what your playstyle is. but I think both of those quick moves are just fine. And we throw the energy ball, we get a shield, and we're not looking good here. We have no shields left. Body Slam is a great spammable neutral charge move that, you know, I highly recommend that one. If you're struggling with picking a team, put something on the team that has Body Slam. I think you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so we're gonna throw this. This is kind of not looking good for us. They already have a shield still, and they're gonna use it, and they can just farm us down and then throw a charge move. Now, probably if it was me, I would have thrown Thunderbolt, but you see here they threw Bubble Beam. They just kind of wanted to make sure that my PANSEAR was weak against their last Pokemon, so they double debuff me. So I'm gonna throw a Crunch here to knock them out, but it's gonna be GG's from here. I'm not gonna be able to win this. They can actually farm me down just with Vine Whips. Okay, so we are 3-1, not bad. Kamasutra, what was that? I didn't see the last name, that last trainer there, but we have to switch again. They come in with Execute, which, was that a Shadow Execute? The confusion damage, very, very powerful. Oh no, it's not Shadow, okay. But a lot of people do run Shadow, like Slowbros and Executes, because the confusion damage is so powerful that you can flip a lot of matchups. And so it's a really good safe switch option. I've actually been running a Shadow Slowbro, or Slowpoke, sorry, Slowpoke I meant to say. I've been running a Shadow Slowpoke recently. It's been doing quite well. I'm not even running a charge move on it. I just have frustration. But hey, confusion is really, really strong, so it's working. Okay, speaking of Slowpoke, there it is. You can see it's chunking down but Razor Leaf is a good answer to it. And so I'm able to chunk down quite a bit. Now here's where, thankfully I have 2 shields. I'm gonna throw a Flame Charge, even though I know it's resisted, even though I know they're gonna shield. My plan here is if I can power up my Fire Spins, I can commit to the farm down. And I'm gonna have to shield this. And it's gonna be very, very close. But you're gonna see here, we get 1, 2, 3 Fire Spins, and which is really like almost 4 wing attacks for them. 2 or I forget the count. Every 3 it's 2 for them. So yeah, they were getting close to a charge move, but because we were buffed, we were able to farm them down. So we take that and we take a 4-1, which I will take gladly any day of the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, don't forget to drop a like, and if you're not subscribed to Taylor already, which I'm sure you probably are, but if you want to subscribe to my channel, it's JRskatr. Maybe Taylor will put a link in the description, or you can just search for it. It's right underneath my face here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have good luck in this cup. I hope you get a lot of elo points, and yeah, we'll see you around. So take care.